Hey everyone, just wanted to take a minute or two to share some thoughts about the Sound of Freedom movie. Been thinking about this a couple of weeks about what I wanted to say, but I was waiting to see what y'all would say. I know a lot of you have seen it, some of you maybe haven't. Um, but this is a really Sound of Freedom is a really powerful movie that I think people need to see, and you can see it's been getting a lot of backlash from others like CNN and Vox and Vice and all these other companies that want to demonize it like it's some fake attempt at trying to make Tim Ballard out to not be a hero when in reality he really is. He's the one that's actually out there doing something, and these hypocrites aren't doing anything at all. In fact, you kind of wonder if they're the ones actually who support pedophilia as well. But anyway, I just want to keep this really short and just give some thoughts about it. I saw it July 16th, and just have thought a few weeks about what I wanted to say. And this is my first video, so bear with me. I'll take some feedback. Sorry. Anyway, just wanted to give a few thoughts about it. I do want to recommend that parents that this is something that your older teenagers should see, and I think they would greatly benefit from it. But if your kids are under 13, it's probably really too deep. But nonetheless, it starts out really hard hitting, and you see the scenes of these kids getting taken right off the streets, and the actual video of the kids, which is really heartbreaking. And it just gets deeper and deeper in the film, I feel like. But I love how it tells how he gets into this and his service with the government, and he wants to get away from that and help people. And but it's like Jim Caviezel's character says, is God's children is not for sale. And I think that's the whole intent of the movie. Is it gets really deep. um, and sure, there is some language, but I think it needed to be included. um, it, this has been passed off as kind of a faith-based movie, but I think it's just a really really good true to life story of Tim Ballard and his friends that went into Colombia and helped rescue these two kids that are depicted in the story, about how they were able to rescue hundreds of people more. And the fact that much of Hollywood just turns a blind eye to it is really astounding, as you guys know. And I kind of feel like the fact that Sound of Freedom is doing so well in the theaters, that's just proving to Hollywood that they're the ones missing out on trying to do something about it, when they kind of sit idly by while it's going on. And it's if there's people in this country that don't think it's happening, look around in your community, look up the statistic. That's happening in every state. It's happening even here in Utah, which I didn't even realize that to the degree that it was happening, but it is, unfortunately. But again, it I really like that. A couple of really key moments I felt like was where he captured all these bad guys, and then he wants to go and rescue these kids. I mean, it's a pretty noble cause. I mean, I certainly think so. But again, I think, like I said, language. If you can look past the language, I think it's very descriptive of what these how these people talk. I mean, you can't just change the language, right? But really, aside from that, I thought the acting was really good. Jim Caviezel is one of the most underrated actors. Mira Sorvino, I thought played a good supporting role as Tim Ballard's wife in the movie. And the cinematography was really good. I think the music's really good, and I think Jim's message again at the end, where he says, God's children are not for sale. We need to stop this, and most in Hollywood are not going to do anything about it, but the ones that are speaking up about it, kudos to you for doing it, Jim Caviezel, to, and obviously Mel Gibson, and there's others like I think Mark Wahlberg has probably talked about this as well. I think Ashton Kutcher mentioned it really briefly. Um, but anyway, for those of you that have not seen it, I didn't want to give too much away, but this is a must see. Everybody, if you have to see it a second time or a third time, let's help this movie and this message get out because it needs to be shared with everybody. And I'll just kind of say what Jim says right at the end. You know, we're God's children are not for sale, and we need to do everything we can to get rid of this scourge in our country that's affecting every facet of our life, and it's only going to get worse if nothing's done. Um, Hope you guys enjoy this video, and again, this is my first video, so I get kind of a little nervous, so please give me some feedback about what you thought, and catch you later. Out.